Hey, everybody, welcome to the Spark. Hope you're doing fantastic on today. Hope everything is moving in the right direction for you and that your life is up and you're getting after it on today. I'm super excited to be here with you once again as we missed last week because I was traveling and doing other things. But, as it goes, that's the way life is sometimes. Sometimes you have to do other things and get other things done. And I'm super excited to be back because once again, we're going to share something with you that's going to help you, that's going to strengthen you and take you to a new level. Hey, if you haven't shouted yourself out, go ahead and do so. And if you join in later on or you watch it on replay, please, by all means, shout yourselves out. I always like to see who's out there, who's gaining something, who's listening something, and feel free to comment. If you have questions, feel free to ask. We will do our very, very best to help you with that, to get you where you need to be. So here's the thing about it. Today, I want to kind of jump back into something. Last week, I was talking to you about not fighting your current reality. I said, ignore the facts and accept the truth. And we went into that. And as we talked about that, we were able to show you that you can take the facts and put them aside and you can get your own truth through the use of your imagination. And I'm a firm believer in that. I believe in going forward with that because I understand this right here, that our imagination can go anywhere, can do anything. And because of that, we need to understand how to use our imagination effectively. Now, you're using it already, whether you recognize it or not, you are using your imagination. The only question is, are you using it effectively? And that's where Coach David comes in to help you to use it the right way. Today, I'm going to talk about stop resisting. Now, you've seen that before on television shows or maybe even in real life where police officer comes up and they want to put somebody in handcuffs or they want to detain them and they get ready to do it and the person starts to resist, and the first thing that comes out of the officer's mouths are stop resisting. Well, I want to use that today when it comes to your life. Stop resisting. Just stop it. And I want to kind of use that as a backdrop example, if you will. But I want to show you what we do in life sometimes, how we resist the good things that are going to come into our lives. And when we resist, we create a problem for ourselves. So let's talk about it. The word resist itself, when we start talking about resist, as I always like to do, I want to give you a working definition. It means to fight against. The example I use of the police officer trying to detain someone and put them in handcuffs. When they get ready to put the handcuffs on them, the person begins to fight against the police officer, fight against the handcuffs. Now, then the police officer says, stop resisting. I am going to share with you on today that there are things that you need to stop resisting. Even Jesus Christ himself, the great prophet Jesus Christ, he made a statement. He says, do not resist evil. I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, wait a minute, that must be a typo error, something that must not be worded correctly. Somebody must have mistranslated that or something, because here's Jesus Christ, okay, saying, do not resist evil. And so I had to really study that and get a better understanding. But it goes into everything. Whatever you resist persists. Why should you not fight against evil? Why should you? Well, I just said it. Whatever you resist, it persists. What do I mean by that? If you fight against it, you get more of it. Yes, you do. Okay. So now we know when Jesus said, don't resist evil, he was talking about stuff that is morally bad, twisted, or wicked. And he was saying, do not resist what's morally bad. Do not resist what's twisted. Do not resist what's evil or wicked. My goodness. So what he was telling you, he was saying, don't give your attention to that. All right. When you resist, you fight against, and you're giving your attention to it. Now, we know what the law says. Whatever I give my attention, my energy, and my focus to, I get more of it. And that's why Jesus was telling us, he said, don't fight against that. You're just going to get more of it. Whatever I give my attention to, it grows more of it. I want to go back to my example that I was using, the handcuffs on a detainee or on someone who's being detained by the police. When they start to resist, it gets worse. It doesn't get better. It gets worse. It gets more intense. The handcuffs tighten up even more, even to the degree that the police officers do what they call a takedown. And in our current society, we've seen what happens through resistance, and it's become very bad. It gets worse. It doesn't get better. And I'm not getting into all of the political argument about it. I just want to use that as a backdrop to show you the very bad things that can happen when you resist. So we don't resist. No, we don't. We don't resist. And I'll go as far as to say this right here. If I'm not resisting, when what should I be doing? David, you just told me don't resist evil. No, Jesus said that in Matthew 5, around verse 38, 39, somewhere there. Jesus said that. I didn't say it. I'm just repeating what Jesus said. He said, don't resist evil. Do not resist evil. He even told you, he says, if somebody slap you on one cheek, give them the other one. Don't resist it. Don't fight against it is what he's telling you. So if I don't fight against it, what should I be doing with it? Now, that's a real good question. Here's what you should be doing with it. And we'll say this. You should renounce it. What do you mean? Okay, there's a difference. You can resist on one hand or you can renounce on the other. What does to renounce mean? Renounce means this right here. Take your attention away from it. That's what Jesus was saying. He said, if somebody slaps you on this cheek, turn and offer them the other, but he was telling you to renounce it. In other words, they slap you on this cheek, don't slap them back. Renounce it. Take your attention away from it. Remember, what I do with my attention is so key. If I give it my attention, it grows. If I take my attention away from it, it does not grow. Now, here's the key point, though. What should I be doing with my attention? Because this is truth. You got to remove and replace. If I remove my attention away and I don't resist, I renounce, what should I do with my attention? Give your attention to what you desire. And I believe with all of my heart, that's what Jesus was teaching us. And so he was saying, resist not evil, renounce it, give your attention to what you desire. When you give your attention to what you desire, remember the rule, whatever I give my attention, my energy, and my focus to, I get more of. So if I give my attention to what I desire, I get more of that. And if I will take my focus and put my focus on what I desire and the feeling of having attained it, I want to throw that in, the feeling of having attained what I desire, my desire fulfilled, I get that. Well, how did we do that? Once again, use your imagination. I'm telling you, this is a powerful short lesson, but it will help you tremendously. Don't resist people on your job. Don't resist, like I was sharing with someone the other day. When I'm driving and somebody cuts me off, I don't get mad and fuss at them and everything. I just say they must have been in a hurry and they needed to get where they get. What am I doing? I'm resisting the evil. I'm turning myself away from it unto what I desire, a safe trip wherever I'm going. So when you fight against anything, you get more of what you're fighting against. But when you renounce it and turn your attention away from it and put it on what you truly desire, you get that. Now that right there will help you all week long. I want you to practice renouncing, not resisting. I'm going to say it again. I want you to practice all week long, renouncing, not resisting, and watch how great and wonderful your life is going to be. I told you it was going to be a short one on today, but it's a powerful one if we learn it and if we use it. So that's it. That's the lesson today. I am going to get out of here because I have a lot to do, and I'm sure you do all on today. So remember, renounce, don't resist. But remember this also, too. You are the architect of your life, and I believe in you. I'll see you on next week. Bye. Oh.